Everyone is talking about how they get new clients on Instagram, and you still have no idea how to do that. Can you relate to this? You're certainly not alone, and this channel is here to give you all the answers you need. And what's more, in this video, we will look at how you can create your own Instagram content plan that will help you attract the right audience and convert followers into clients. Hi there, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, I'm Simona, a certified interior designer with over a decade in marketing and social media. On this channel, I'm sharing social media tips and marketing tactics to help you grow your design business and convert social media followers into paying clients. So whether you are just starting out or looking to take your online presence to the next level, you've come to the right place. Now, as with any other marketing tool or just any tool in your business, you need to know what you want to use Instagram for. If you want to use it to get new client leads, that's great. If you want to increase the number of subscribers in your mailing list, also great. If the purpose is to increase your visibility and help your branding, that's also perfect. But your goal is not going to get achieved on its own. You might guess where I'm going with this. Yes, you need a plan. So you might be now asking, why do I need a content plan? Can't I just post on the go? Well, the thing is, if you have a plan in place, it will be less likely that you will struggle with what to post. And your strategic approach will not just provide consistency and save you time, but it will also help you attract the right kind of people to your profile. Also, a content plan will help you stay on brand and keep your content aligned with both the tone of voice of your brand and messaging that you want to convey to your ideal client. Now, there is a lot that goes into creating a content plan, but I've condensed the basics into 4 simple steps that you can follow, even if you don't have decades of marketing experiences behind you. By the way, I talk more about creating a content plan and other things in our upcoming course about Instagram for interior designers. You can already pre-register at the link in the description. Okay, so without further ado, let's look at the first step. Define your ideal client persona. At the core of your Instagram content plan, you need to know who your ideal client is and use this information to create content that your audience is interested in. Ideal client personas include key information about what makes your target audience tick. This can be information like who is your ideal client in terms of their demographic, favorite ways to consume content, and design issues they might face. Your client personas should answer a couple of questions. For example, do they want tips on renovating homes? Are they high-end businesses that need solutions to make their offices more professional looking and designed for productivity? Or are they young families and need guidance on how to make their homes work better for their family? Once you've created your client personas, you can shape your content strategy around their pain points and create content that answers their questions and establish you as an interior design expert who can solve their issues. Then it's time to move to the second step: choosing your content pillars. Once you draw up your client personas and know what problems they are dealing with, you can start thinking about content pillars. First, briefly about what content pillars actually are. You might have heard this term before, as it's pretty much everywhere in content marketing these days. And for a good reason. Content pillars are really helpful to make sure you are posting content that is relevant to your audience and that you can post consistently. They basically take out the guesswork from the content creation process and inform what your future posts should be about, so you don't get stuck thinking about what you should post and can batch create your content and plan it all in advance. Before I go into examples of content pillars, a quick side note about the differences between content pillars and pillar content. These two terms do sound quite similar, so they can be quite confusing. With pillar content, we mean one long-form piece of content, for example, a blog post or a YouTube video, that can be repurposed into several smaller pieces of content. Now, if you just started thinking, are you saying that I can get more out of my blog posts? Then yes, that's exactly what I'm saying, and I have something for you. In this video, I talk more about repurposing and how you can do exactly that. Use one piece of content to create several posts and also reuse it on other platforms. But back to our content pillars. Compared to pillar content, content pillars are categories of content that fit in with your brand and that you will be recreating every week. Your content pillars or categories could include, for example, content about your business, how you work, behind the scenes, why you became an interior designer, and similar. Project posts, think content like before and after transformations, project reveals, testimonials, and so on. Design inspiration, such as inspiring quotes about interior design, reposting other people's designs, mood boards, and similar, and showing your expertise, like sharing design tips, tutorials, how-tos, any kind of format where you share what you know. The idea is to choose a couple of these pillars or categories and stick to them when creating your content. If you decide that you want to post 4 times per week, you could use each of these example pillars and just post one of each every week. A good rule of thumb is to keep your content pillars between 3 and 5, as more than that could make your feed look less cohesive. I'm also a fan of keeping things simple whenever possible, especially if you still need to get into that mindset of creating and posting content consistently. In general, your content should help you position yourself as an interior design expert, but also make your brand more relatable to potential clients. Posts that are about your personal journey will help your followers get to know you better and connect with you on a human level. And once you build trust, people will be more inclined to buy from you or book your services, as they will feel more connected to you and your brand, and not just look at the price of your design packages. So do think about personal posts when creating your content pillars. At least one of those should include content that is more personal. It's up to you which format you use for each of your content pillars. It could be static posts, reels, even stories. Stories are especially suitable for the more personal content, as it's usually your core fan base that tends to watch them, and they are more likely to be interested in the behind the scenes of running your business and what you had for dinner, for example. One last thing about content pillars. As your business evolves, your content might evolve as well. So don't see content pillars as one and done kind of an exercise. It's more of a tool to stay clear about the content direction your brand is going. Decide on posting frequency and the best posting times. I've already touched on this in the previous step, but if you haven't, now is the time to decide on your posting frequency. In other words, decide how many posts around each content pillar you want to post every week. Ideally, the more often you post on Instagram, the better your chances of people seeing and engaging with your posts. If your resources are limited, adjust your posting frequency to make it doable. If posting every day is too much, try posting 3 or 4 times per week. Once you have your content plan in place and you got into the rhythm of batching content regularly, you can always up the frequency to more times per week. In any case, consistency is the name of the game, so it's better to stick to just a couple of posts per week and do it consistently than try to post every day for, let's say, 2 weeks and then stop posting entirely because you ran out of steam and don't have the time anymore. For optimal reach, you should post during the times when most of your audience is online. Finding the best times to post on Instagram is pretty easy if you have a business or creator account. In your Instagram analytics, called Insights, tap on Total Followers, and then scroll down to Most Active Times. Here you can see which days are the most popular among your followers, as well as which hours they are most active on the platform. If you have a personal account and no access to analytics, you can try to guesstimate the best time to post. Think about who your ideal client is and when they are most likely to be active. Maybe it's in the morning after the school run, or in the evening after they finish work. That being said, I would still recommend switching to creator or business account, so you have access to the real data and you can use it. After you decide on how frequently you will be posting, it's time to put all of this together and add a couple more elements to make your plan complete. It's good to have all the information about your Instagram strategy in one place or in one template. Having all the information in one place will help you stay on track when you feel unsure about the direction you are going or have any doubts. Now, you can find various templates on the internet, or you can use ours. The link is down in the description. There are a couple more things you might want to include in your content plan, such as responsibilities. Determine who is responsible for what if you have a team working on your your Instagram strategy. If you work on your own, you might want to note down when you will be doing what. For example, content creation on Wednesdays, scheduling new content on Mondays, or responding to DMs and engagement sessions on Fridays. Then you might want to include information about which scheduling tool you will use. There are quite a few to choose from. Watch this video to learn more about the two of my favorite schedulers, Planoly and Later. You might also want to include something about your hashtag strategy. That is, noting down which hashtags you will be using and creating hashtag sets that you can just copy-paste into your scheduler. If you need help with finding the right hashtags, check out our hashtag guide for interior designers. It has over 1500 hashtags that were selected specifically for interior designers. And once you have the hashtags done, you have pretty much everything you need. So to recap, follow these 4 steps to create an Instagram content plan for your business. Step number 1, define your ideal client persona. Your client persona should give you an insight into what your ideal client is interested in, so you can create content that they will want to save. Step number 2, choose your content pillars. Your content pillars will make it easier to post consistently, as you will be repeating the same themes every week. Step number 3, decide on posting frequency and find your best posting times. And finally, step number 4, put all of this together in the form of a written content plan. So these were the 4 steps to creating a content plan for your business. I hope you enjoyed this video and that you now feel more confident to take your Instagram game to the next level. Don't forget to download our content plan to get started. And if you want to learn more about how you can grow your business and find new clients on social media, subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for watching and your support. My name is Simona and I will see you with another video soon. I'm Simona, a certified... could make your feet look less